Goals indeed, but what is very key now is for any of these two teams. In fact, even the latter game, where we'll now have to see whether goals indeed, but what is very key now is for any of these two teams. Group that in fact, even the latter game, where we'll now have to see whether let's talk about Namibia just lead the group.
So yeah, if we look at the Angolan team, the previous game it was a tough game against Namibia. They played a lot of football around. So yeah, if we look at the Angolan team, shots on target. The previous game it was the final third against Namibia. Played a lot of football around the 18-yard area, not going forward. Many very good, a lot of shots on target. And in the final third, but for me, what caught the eye was number 15, very good attacking central defender. Number 10, I'm very good. A lot of play goes through him. A lot of play is through him. He's got a very educated left foot. I was number 15, the left-sided central defender. Good pass the ball came through him. So Angolan team, a lot of play is through him. He's got a very educated left foot to get out of the groups. But I think they will be looking at this match. The ball came through him. So Angolan team that
in fact
previous last two tournaments have struggled to get out of the groups,
and also
but I think they will be looking at this match hoping to do one better.
And also looking at even Seychelles have just lighted the bus, and also a very solid side that we saw.
I mean, again,
and also looking at Mote, Seviero, those are quality players.
This tournament they're here now, and they did. I mean, again, they 1-1 when they came back, go back on history, and gives them a chance in this tournament they're here now, and again, fantastic result opening game, 1-1 where they came back in the second half, got the goal, a competitive match, gives them a chance in this next game, and obviously in the group. So the Seychelles team is going to be very competitive, and we're looking forward to a competitive match, and like I said, a match with full of goals.
Coach, another day full of goals. This moment where you now need to be scoring goals. We caught up with them. What is the plan today?
Well,
Coach, another day for
different
this moment where you now need to be scoring
different
goals.
Pitch.
What is the plan today?
A lot of situations are different for today, different
but
we know that different pitch. Seychelles are coming. A lot of situations are different for today, but we know that Seychelles are coming today. We for sure we hope tie match, but our expectations today we for sure philosophy our match, our potential. But our expectations in the match and put in the ground our philosophy, our match, our potential.
Overall, you looked solid last time.
In the end, try to win the match and get good feelings for the tournament and for the future.
Overall, you looked solid last time.
Well, time we have not so many time, but yes, we talk about it. We try to find the solutions for that. Well, time we have not so many time, but yes, we talk about not only we try to find the solutions, so that creating is true. The last touch, the last not only the shooting phase, but also the creating. As I said, the last touch, the 9 players. So today also other ones. It was the first time with the main team. It is what it is. 9 players, and so today also other ones. But today is a great opportunity, and everybody are very excited. It is what it is. This is our plan, and we must look forward.
You can continue
today is a great opportunity, and everybody are very excited to play.
Sure, I think we've been scoring in the last 3 games. We intend to continue from where we started with Lesotho. I think we've been scoring in the last 3 games today. We intend to continue from where we started with Lesotho. So we expect to score again today and hopefully try and also win the match. Definitely, we've analyzed their games, and we've seen they are good side, very good side. But we've analyzed their games, and we've seen they are a good side, very good side. But we will give our
now you
very
when
best
we saw you in the opening match,
like
we were pleasantly surprised.
This match.
What is that you're going to be using as the best side? And now you when we saw you in the opening match, we were pleasantly surprised. What is that you're going to be using as the
time on the ball?
Today's game in particular.
We try to avoid them from playing their passing games, get the confidence, try to restrict like them time, try to score again into this match. We, as much as possible, try to do a lot of running, get the confidence.
Group C of the 2024 Hollywood Place COSAFA Cup begins the scramble for places at the Isaac Wolfson Stadium, Guayaquil, as both Angola and the Seychelles. 2024 Hollywood Place COSAFA Cup begins the scramble for places at the Isaac Wolfson Stadium, Guayaquil, as both Angola and the Seychelles. You may be watching these that came from and the hope of securing top spots by the end of the day. Could say this to you wherever. You may be watching these that came from one another, going Group C into the last round of matches in a few days' time here. And as far as the Isaac Wolfson Stadium, separate themselves from one another over the last couple of days here. The last round of matches in a few days' time here. And as far as the Isaac Wolfson Stadium, while the support turnout over the last couple of days here, the weather a big talk of the morning, and nice to see a few of the youngsters that have over the support conditions here. Cloudy, that come out to enjoy what should be a memorable day. And nice to see a few of the youngsters that have braved the conditions here and that come out to enjoy what should be a memorable day of COSAFA Cup football.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Angola. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Angola.
Durban back in 2022 when it was the nations that only crossed paths before in the COSAFA Cup 2 years ago. From the Durban back in 2022 when it was Angola that walked away 3-0 winners. Angola in your picture will be looking for more of the same here and trying to register the first win of the goal scorers. Angola in your picture will be looking for more changes to the 11 and trying to register the first win of this tournament. Let's have a look at the starting and also that Pedro 4 changes to the 11. Two in the defense with Kiala, Elliot, Hossi coming free attacking the defensive frame. And then also that Pedro coming into the heart of midfield range, the number 14 jersey. Elliot joins the free attacking up front. The number 9 jersey on jersey attack and plays the Angolans. Now they will look Germany. Watch out for Kiala in the heart of a defense to have a good jersey on the attack for the Angolans. And they will look to Vidinho and Kiala in the heart of a defense to have a good showing here. While Samateva and Domingos will be looking for the creative officials. Tabani on the left and right. From Zimbabwe, assisted by Tyrell Nyirenda from Zambia, as well as Haramokwena from Tabani, the fourth official from Zimbabwe, assisted by Tyrell Nyirenda from Zambia, as well as Haramokwena from South Africa. The fourth official here in the Seychelles League clash is Council and the necessary from according to the concern. We'll be looking for a good showing here. Seychelles changes. They can score the necessary points according to the coach. Then Ralph Jean-Louis also make some changes. Akon coming into the starting lineup. The most impressive of the players coming into the opening game because Herrera also was the goal scorer. Saverio and Laplace the starting lineup jersey. Operating in the wide areas in the opening game because Herrera proved to be for the Seychelles. They also Laplace winning the number 7 jersey. Operating in the wide areas, creative, lovely steady outlet he proved to be for the Seychelles. They also will have 3 in the back, but mainly Panchet and Pedro Gonçalves, the coach from Portugal who leads Angola, and of course Ralph Jean-Louis from the Seychelles. Respect shown here the Pedro Gonçalves, the coach from Portugal who leads Angola, and of course Ralph Jean-Louis from the Seychelles. Game underway. They will attack the goal to the right to the picture. So he won't be too difficult to blue with a touch of white. Angolans will attack the goal to the game underway. They will attack the goal to the right of the picture.
We were looking during warm-up, we're looking for the processes, and we were looking for the ginger hair. And today he has gone different colors.
Interesting
that we were looking during warm-up, we're looking for the processes, but he is a player. The reason we're looking for that is today he has gone different colors with the red and a bit of blue. Very tactical when he is a player. The reason we're looking for that is a player with some enterprising approach.
Assist for Whereas goal.
Very tactical when he gets
so the level matters in the opening encounter. Also did get the assist for Whereas goal. So the level matters in the opening encounter were on 1 point. Interesting about this group is it's a very similar story to Group A when they are yet to have a winner. The second round of matches were all the teams. They come into the second round of matches today here. As we speak, all the teams in Group A are 2 points. We are yet to have a winner there. And in Group C walk away with 3 points. Come into the second round of matches today here. Changes to the squad. Zakele look to all the teams on one with Miro. Everybody is looking good movement, walk away with 3 points. So the Angolans here with they change the squad. Towards the far post, the last here with Miro there on this near side. Good movement of the ball here from alive. They've deep as well. They got men over towards the far post. Hoping for the early goal. They get the decision for the ball on the far side. Keep it alive. They've started to pour 3 nice stroke into that box. The Angolans hoping for the early goal. Been brought down. Get the decision. Football on the far side. For Temisport, nice stroke. The by the captain then plays the club football out in Turkey. For Temisport, Dean Mote. Collected by the captain then Lahediniana. I beg your pardon. In fact, it's Dean Mote. He said he's crashed into him. They do have some very tall men with quite a presence inside that box to the Angolans here. So all about the good ball. They do have some very tall men with quite a presence inside that box to the Angolans here. So all about the good ball. There's the applause. Keeper's done enough. They haven't created the dangers yet. But Seychelles, in the end, they concede the corner. There's near post. Keep us down enough. They haven't created the dangers yet. But Seychelles, in the end, they concede the corner. And a positive start here from the Angolans. They won't be afraid in the end.
Positive indeed.
Akon taking up a good position to deny desperation. The striker who had the connection on the near post.
Paid the prize.
Akon taking up a good position to deny corner. It will be this time. Striker who had the connection on the near post. It was the near post, but lacking in quality. So this particular delivery corner, it will be this time. Still the remain forward here. It was the near post, but lacking in quality. This particular delivery. Seychelles with a chance to clear their lines. Been back for the time being.
2 occasions last week. In fact, in the previous game, doing the same. Yeah. Corner. And then the second one was also worse. 2 occasions last week. In fact, in the previous game, doing the same. Don't do this now, get some corner. And then the second one was
good delivery into the near post, unmarked.
Coach say, don't do this now, get someone to try. It went to the right man.
Well, this was a good delivery into the near post. Positioning was key there for Akon in making that save. Cleaning up defensively here.
Went to the right man. He's a handful.
Positioning was key then for Akon in making that save. Cleaning up defensively here is Abedinho.
This Abedinho is a big boy at the back. Oh, we've seen the number 5s and then the 15. Almost. This Abedinho is a big boy inside the back. When it comes to some pieces, then you've got to have 2 big men fighting. Almost. But they haven't yet scored from a third team. Similar inside. When it comes to set pieces, then
you've got to have now we'll see what they can do defensively in dealing with set pieces and see what Seychelles has to offer. One positive moment on the front foot. Now we'll see what they can do defensively in dealing with set pieces and see what Seychelles has to offer. Well, the referee looking to sort out some naughtiness there on the edge of the box. Everybody at their best behavior now, so the referee can move on with the game. Across amongst those taking up positions, they all moved and the ball at the edge of the box. Everybody at their best behavior now, so they can move on with the game. Across amongst those taking up positions, they all moved and the ball keeping moving, looking with a quick counter to the Angolans here. Good movement on the far side still. Men working hard to get into that box. Pedro, important. Keeping moving, looking for the quick counter. The Angolans here. Good movement on the far side still. Men working hard to get into that box. Important. Defensive play was not be overstated then from a Seychelles point of view. From a good starts. Nice tempo in these early exchanges from the Angolans as they work it into that final third. Again, good movement of the ball here from Maestro in these early exchanges from the Angolans as they work it into that final third. Again, good movement of the ball here from Maestro forcing.
So much at pace that he just forced
Seychelles concede yet another corner.
Do something with that ball instead of guiding it out. He was so much at pace that he just forced Fachet to just do something with that ball instead of guiding it out.
Now, defended only as far as Maestro. Now, is having his shit tax, so they will be pinned back once again here. Defended only as far this side as the right side. Maestro over the Angolan attack. They shall have to shit tax, so they will be pinned back once again with the number of dead ball situations they're giving away right side of the Angolan attack. Free kicks now, 2 corners as well. Inside the opening 6 minutes. The number of dead ball situations they're giving away in the final third is 2 goalkeeping change with Parayache. Now 2 corners as well. Who starts the first game, making way for a save. The St. Louis man who's now between the sticks. Goalkeeping change with Parayache. Of course, the man who started the first game, making way for the St. Louis man who's now between the sticks. Actually, it will be towards the far post.
You mentioned the goalkeeping change situation.
Actually, it will be towards the far post.
Injury or maybe ill feeling on the day.
Well,
you mentioned the
can't tell you that. The first thing I looked up was Parayachi and whether he would be available on the bench. So he's on the bench, fit enough to play if he's on the squad list on the day.
The first thing I looked up was
in the opening day, no doubt about it. So he's on the page, fit enough to
he did well.
Play if he's on the squad list on the day.
Seychelles surprised
he was a busy man in the opening day, no doubt about it.
Because he didn't do anything wrong. He was outstanding. And then that's when Seychelles surprised us with the change of goalkeeper, because he didn't do anything wrong. He was outstanding.
Well, they are spending a large amount over the opening 10 minutes back in their own defensive third. The Seychelles here with the pressure being applied by Angola over the opening 10 minutes back in their own defensive third. The Seychelles here with the pressure being applied by Angola. One clear-cut chance, another free kick will be again inside the final third. So, with a good opening spell here, another free kick will be again inside the final third. So, 8 minutes. With a good opening spell here, it's lasted. The set piece, the second time is giving one away out to the far side, by the way. To the man who's given away
moments where you say he's going back
the
to
set piece. The second time he's giving one away out to the far side, by the way.
That's why coaches would always. One of those moments where you say he's going back to don't die, coach. So don't put pressure. Guide him that direction.
Again,
that's why coaches would always.
The match referee needing to sort out some pushing champion into the box. Again, better ball. Good chance! Needing to sort out some pushing champion into the box. It's Depu that had the chance earlier. Good chance this time around. And Angola, who kept off a good 8 minutes of pressure and a good opening spell. Had the chance earlier, breaking down this time around. And Angola, who kept off a good 8 minutes of pressure and a good opening spell by breaking down the Seychelles defense.
He's bullying them, and he just says that man again. He's always a handful in that box. It's a gift. Managing the opposition. He's bullying them. Good technique. And he just looked at that and thought, I'm taking this one. It's a gift.
He just fell on his rose so kindly for Depu, then time, space, no one applying pressure. Just had to pick his spot. Miro and rose so kindly for Depu, then time, space, no one applying pressure. Just had to pick his spot in opening the scoring.
Something very interesting during
for the Angolans.
Most of the players from Seychelles, they trying to appease the referee instead of I saw something very interesting,
opening the arms and pushing the opposition either way.
From Seychelles, they trying to appease the referee instead of
can't do that. Opening the arms and pushing the opposition either way.
What are we pushing guys around?
Fighting for the inches,
or onto their bodies.
It's only when there's a cross. Sorry, when there's a cross, then in case it hits your training hand.
Fighting for the inches,
stretch hand or anything.
It's only when there's a cross.
Sorry. When there's a cross, then in case it hits your trailing hand and
so perfect start here for Angola inside the opening 10. We mentioned a number of dead ball situations and thrown corners. Perfect start here for Angola inside the opening 10 for the Seychelles, and it certainly did. We mentioned a number of dead ball situations and thrown corners.
Took advantage of the many.
It would lead to problems for the Seychelles, and it certainly did. Up to this point, we've hardly seen Brandon Lacrosse in your picture and plays stuff football for Foresters. Takes a little nudge. Up to this point, we've hardly seen Brandon Lacrosse in your picture and plays stuff football for Foresters. Angola, a few of their players say a little nudge in Germany, Portugal, Turkey, football in Germany in the starting 11. As far as Angola, a few of their players playing as a team in Germany, in getting them organized, Turkey within the starting 11. Manganga is giving his teammates a tongue lashing in getting them organized. This will be a target then. There's a chance! Oh, good chance. Foul for Lacrosse then, and the marking was nowhere to speak of from the Angolans and Seychelles. This will be a target then. There's a chance! Oh, good chance. Foul for Lacrosse then, and the marking was nowhere to speak of from the Angolans and Seychelles. So close to getting their seconds. That clear-cut chance as well.
The first one where the script was well read. It's not over yet. When the ball was flipped at the back and everybody ran into the box. Better said, this one was the first one where the script wasn't well read.
That's more like it. You look like
when the ball was clipped at the back and everybody ran into the box. But this one was
now a little flick on here, and race on after that far side. Good work to keep it alive here after having anticipated that flick on. A little flick on here, and race on. After that far side, good work to keep it alive here after having anticipated that the approach superbly. Now, let's look back at this moment. And you can see what he was trying to do. Just couldn't wrap his foot around as Elliot steer it towards goal. Applies the pressure.
He laid his body nicely there.
At this moment.
That was good technique.
And you can see what he was trying to do. Just couldn't wrap his foot around and then to steer it towards goal. Let's try
he laid his body nicely there. That was good technique. Unfortunate.
Let's strong so far for the Seychelles. Swinger into the near post, more a defensive header than an offensive one, but still back into the box, and that's still improvisation then by Depu. Swinger working near post, more a defensive header than an offensive one, but still back into the box, and that's still improvisation then by Depu. And working it back towards the keeper with that little back heel.
You would think, oh, he made up well there. Anything could have happened.
Really?
It was that first time clear.
Pressure being applied here by Maestro.
You would think, oh, he's defending this time.
One back here, Maestro has done well. The man wearing the number 10 jersey being applied here by Maestro Bidinho. One back here, Maestro has done well. The man wearing the number 10 jersey for the Angola their first match now. And Bidinho won their last match. Sandro, a year ago, leaving Durban to Angola, they drew their first match. Lesotho with a resounding 4-2 scoreline on their way out of the tournament. In the a year ago, leaving Durban to Angola, where they lost Lesotho with a resounding 4-2 scoreline on their way out of the tournament. By the way, in the Mauritius, in a 1-0 scoreline, that was out in Durban. So where they lost was the Charles coach speaking to Matt Mapriani, go to another island side. By the way, that being a Mauritius, in a 1-0 scoreline, that was out in Durban. So 3-point haul from his Charles coach speaking to Matt Mapriani before the game got underway, said he's in the opening match, and they keep likewise here coming from behind. 3-point haul from his side here, hard and winning it back here for Seychelles. Could have counted themselves in the opening match, looking to do likewise here, coming from behind. Problem. Millie's working hard and winning it back here for Seychelles. Still hanging out of that half of the years is proving a bit of a problem. From the park, Saverio winning the decision. From the park, Saverio winning the decision. Battling once again against the hard-working Maestros, and they have a very good start for this game in the middle of the park for the Angolans. Battling once again against the hard-working Maestros, and they have a very good start for this game in the middle of the park for the Angolans.
Ball has done well so far, and all the fouls have been happening on the left-hand side of attack because the 4-3-3 works for them. But one area sees where that ball has done well so far, and all the fouls have been happening on the left-hand side of attack. If they give that balance, just like we saw yesterday, one area sees where they have that right-hand side of attack. If they give that balance, just like we saw yesterday,
looking to get it right with yet another set piece, their third in a similar sort of area. Seychelles looking to get it right with yet another set piece, their third in a similar sort of area. Release Elliot on that far side.
Same side again that I spoke about.
Goal again, looking for the counter attack and trying to release Elliot on that far side.
That's where you realize that same side again that I spoke about. Number 19, that is Miro, is not really have to use the right hand side.
They're looking for him now.
Where you
right
realize
on cue.
that
gets the header into the central areas, but it's a Panchet there to clean up with a bit of help from they're looking for him now. Right on cue. Gets the header to play out here in trouble. So here's Maestro, rise one challenge! Oh, what a save! Brings the goods out of our Kong. Oh, they're trying to play it out here and they're in trouble. So here's Maestro, rise one challenge! Oh, what a save! Brings the goods out of our Kong. More work coming their way. This time the shot goes wide of the mark. From not doing themselves any favors at times. Strike from range, then from the Seychelles. More work coming their way. This time the shot goes wide of the mark.
Oh, Maestro, didn't he hit like one?
Yet another strike from range, then
with the bodies around and even risking an injury Maestro, there. But what a save! Hit like one. Real Maestro. with the bodies around and even risking an injury there, but what a save.
The Angolans, where they appeared a little flat, one could argue. Second shot in the mark. Both sides almost better. Couldn't get it out of the Angolans, where they appeared a little flat, one could argue. A threat from the dead ball situations, they threatened almost play. Looking good down the middle, the left side very much alive and kicking with the possibilities from the dead ball situations. They stand the Angola play there to top, looking good down the middle. As they stand, the left side very much to the win, alive and kicking with the possibilities. And Seychelles, as things stand, the Angola there to top the group. Found the back of the net, and the only side to register the win in this year's tournament. They join Lesotho and Seychelles. Now find the back of the net. They hadn't scored, and they play a little bit later in this year's tournament. To keep in mind. In a game that now find a highly positive note as things stand. They play a little bit later against Lesotho. Keep in mind in a game that should end the day on a highly positive note.
The same Lesotho in the squad game thought here they go again because now they will know where Angola and Seychelles are on the log. It's going to be an exciting game season. Namibia Lesotho because now they will know where Angola and Seychelles are on the log.
Kwazakele, top of your picture towards the left, you can see a few more people arriving slowly. They're trickling in here, community, and the numbers are going up in the stands. Kwazakele, top of your picture towards the left, you can see a few more people arriving slowly. They're trickling in here, and the numbers are going up in the stands. You have it later on. 3 o'clock is the kickoff for Namibia Lesotho. As the sides in Angola battle for top spot in a serious problem from the dead ball situation. Kiliano with the in-swinger, post a serious problem from the dead ball situation. Everybody back defending, so it was always going to be an Angola ball following the clearance. That's good on the near post, taking charge inside that box is Archon. Everybody back defending, so it was always going to be an Angola ball following the clearance. That's good goalkeeping.
The goalkeeper comes out and the striker goes there, looking at the ball, keeper looking at the ball. And I've seen the worst in this clearing when the goalkeeper comes out and the striker goes there, looking at the ball, keeper looking at the ball. And I've seen the worst in this case. Remember Paseka completely when he was knocked and he was out in football, unfortunately. Lost conscience completely.
Well, it does happen. Moments like that in football, unfortunately.
It's one of those stories where we end up saying, let him have it. Let him have it. He's at an advantage. He's got the hands, the knees, and the whole body. One of those stories I'm turning and hoping for the best. Let him have it. He's at an advantage. He's got the hands, the knees, and the whole body.
I'm
turning and hoping for the best.
To force the error. Now let's wait some time for a win. Hoping to tournament Seychelles. Now another attempt to get a shot range going in. Well blocked, but still in the tournament Seychelles. The Kotana Mini this time in attempt to get a shot range going in. Well blocked, but still Angola. One-way traffic. Kotana Mini this time in opening 20 cases from the Seychelles in the opposing half of the opposition half of the field. One-way traffic must be Angola inside the opening 20. One or two set pieces from the Seychelles in the opposing half of the opposition half of the field.
There's pretty much been Angola to the latter. When you find a gap, just shoot. Don't they all try to shoot? Looks like the Angolans are taking instructions to the latter. When you find a gap, just shoot. Don't they all try to shoot? Forcing save out of the keeper and showing a lot of good
aggression. On the near side, that being Amiro. Well, just out of reach for the center man out wide on the near side, that being Amiro. Looked like a raised foot then against Marte, but the referee allowing play to continue. Flag stayed down from the far side official as well there now. Looked like a raised foot then against Marte, but the referee allowing play to continue. Busy. Flag stayed down from the far side official as well. There's Elliott. So the likes of Elliott. A bit of a nudge from Justin Riaz. Hard on that far side. Very busy, I think, inside the opening 20 minutes. Elliott. Takes a bit of a nudge from Justin Riaz. Yeah, another of the St. Louis players in the Seychelles team. Merely with
very
the
hard running and
clearing header. Yeah, again, good closing down from the front. They've done a good job of winning the ball back in midfield and your position off merely with the clearing header. Again, good closing down from the front. They've done a good job of winning the ball back in midfield and your position off midfield. But unfortunately, the Angolans. A man in the blue shirt rather than one in the red one. Really, with nowhere to go forward. Touched in from Debu, but unfortunately, it was going to. Yeah,
the referee
a man in the blue shirt rather than one in the red one. Really,
he was up and supporting it. The man in the red one was already on the floor.
Yeah,
the referee gave advantage. I thought he was up and supporting it.
Let's go back to 08.
Still in pain.
For what was the first win of the tournament for Seychelles. Again, 7-0 win it was against Mauritius. For what was the first win of the tournament for Seychelles. Again, 7-0 win it was against Mauritius. That was their last win in the Hollywood Best COSAFA Cup 08. I think I'm safe in saying that was their last win in the Hollywood Best COSAFA Cup 08. To this near side, here's Miro. That's the option with the overlapping run here from Hossi. Getting to the far line, the ball in is to 4 targets. Inside the near side, here's Miro. That's the option with the overlapping run here from Hossi. Getting to the far line, the ball in is
that was the
4 targets.
Overlap
inside
run
the box was the
what I was looking for.
He
gave
much
that,
better.
But
for Angola to stretch the lead.
Cross that was the idea. The overlap run is what I was looking for. He gave that, but the final touch, the cross, was just not up to scratch.
Maestro. Laplace having to drop deep to get involved in play here. Is there such little over the ball? Still the man, odd man with the best chance. And only having to put the Seychelles so far involved in play here. Is there such little over the ball? Still the man, odd man with the best chance and only chance for the Seychelles so far in this match. Now, flag up on the far side. Only ever had one player score a hat-trick. But the Seychelles flag up on the far side. 2008, that match I spoke of earlier. Only ever had one player score a hat-trick against Mauritius. But the Seychelles, Philip, way back in 2008, that match I spoke of earlier. Scored 4 goals in that match. They won 7-0 against Mauritius. Since then, there's a Philip have been hard to come by. None to speak of. Who has been hard to come by that match.
I'm looking at Elliot's
hat-tricks have been hard to come by.
Even
to speak of, wins have been hard to come by.
For 90 minutes, he cannot be kicked like that. I'm looking at Elliot's going down and up and really being kicked, not even diving. That for 90 minutes, he because cannot you can't leave him unattended. It's just been going down and up and really being kicked, not even diving.
Good defending.
Because you can't leave him unattended.
Yeah. Here's Mata, sensible stuff. Good defending. Great defending. The game here for Vitinho and Kiala in the heart of defense for Angola. Good start to the game here for Vitinho and Kiala in the heart of defense for Angola. In the Seychelles starting 11 will add to the number of frustrated players out on the attack along with the plus. Now here he is winning it back in a good area. Little jump! Oh, brilliant! Add to the number of frustrated players out on the attack along with the plus. Now here he is winning it back in a good area. Little jump! Oh, brilliant! Defensively and brilliant for the mistake. I don't know what he was trying to do. He's slow. Angola going to play defensively and punishes them for the mistake.
He just messed up. I don't know what he was trying to do. He's slow. He's a big man. He tried the skill and then he just messed up. And from that mess up, he got punished. And he just put it in the back of the net. That was just one of those that you believe in yourself and say, I'll get it. And kind of just saw it. And he just put it in the back of the net. deflection, by the way, from that trying to recover kind of mode. But look at that. Well, what was that?
This is a brilliant little chip over the keeper.
To me was sloppy.
Took a slight deflection as well. Which helps the back. This is a brilliant some of the power out of it as well as it goes over the keeper. Ganga. And I say Charles pull on back as well.
They complimented him for the chip, but that's a good deflection than a chip. That's a chip with Seychelles for you. Remember when they scored, we also thought they mustn't really think it's good pressure. That's Seychelles for you. You remember when they scored, we also thought they mustn't really
the
think
tournament as we approach the opening half an hour.
That to me was a sign of overconfidence.
Yeah,
I mean, you see the big man
opening half an hour,
shielding the young man that is Veldino, and then that to me was a sign of overconfidence. Trying to dribble now because I mean, you see the big man shielding the young man that is Veldino, and then Veldino suddenly trying to dribble now because his confidence is high, letting the team down.
Yes, on the it's been interesting. Maestro, the scenario since our arrival here at the Isaac Wolfson Stadium. Nice movement off the ball here by Depo. Well, it's been interesting work to scenario since our arrival here at the Isaac Wolfson Stadium. To the byline, that's a good ball. That's a good chance. Millies steps up in the nick of time. And in the end, it's a goal. Gets to the byline, that's a good ball. That's a good chance. Kick. Millies steps up in the nick of time.
He wanted the second touch. The first touch was too heavy.
It looked as though it needed just one kick
from
Maestro for goal number 2.
He wanted a second touch, and the first touch was too heavy. That could have been scored. First time.
Look at it, there are more goals in this one. We say with smiles on our faces. Interesting since we got down here to the Isaac Wolfson Stadium. Look at it, there are more goals in this one. We say first day with smiles on our faces. 2 games, no goals. Since we got down here to the we may have more goals. Decision no goes with on the first day of this venue. Over eager 2 games, no goals. Now it's looking as though we may have more goals. Decision no goes with the Seychelles. Over eager
stayed with him, making sure that Miro doesn't go anywhere. And the foul goes against Miro. Fanchet stayed with him, making sure that Miro doesn't go anywhere. And the foul goes against
the bigger man and still came out tops in that duel. Here is Miro. Like how Fanchet used his body against the bigger man and still came out tops in that duel. Here is Miro. Goals and drama yesterday. This opening half hour today has brought with it a couple of goals here and a good contest between Angola and Seychelles yesterday. This opening half hour today has brought with it a couple of goals here and a good contest between Angola and Seychelles.
Oria tries a nutmeg, he doesn't come out,
holding on to
and
it.
then he starts opening the hands
every time he does put his foot on
it. Oria tries a nutmeg, he doesn't come out, and then he starts opening the hands and blaming everyone around him.
Chance to push some big men forward here for the Angolans.
Amazing how the lock has changed again.
Chance to push some big men forward here for the Angolans.
Amazing how the lock has changed again.
Yeah.
Back to square one.
The longest winning run, Seychelles, just the 1 game. Never won 2 games in a succession. Wait for another winner's bid. Longest winning run, Seychelles, just the 1 game. Come from behind twice. Never won 2 games in a succession. Wait for another winner's bid now since 08. Labras come from behind twice so far in this year's tournament. Only kept 3 clean sheets in the entire history in the Hollywood Best COSAFA Cup for Seychelles. Only kept 3 clean sheets in the entire history. Half an hour. The Hollywood Best COSAFA Cup for Seychelles. Kamatis for Seychelles. Half an hour of a play has gone by. Openly scoring on the day here for the Angolans. Kamatis for Seychelles and Depo, who are openly scoring on the day here for the Angolans. Wow, decision goes against the Angolan Pedro then, who This is tough football for this Rwanda. After one look there, Angola protecting the ball. I see why now. The arm is up illegally to the face of Rwanda. Gives him a little smack on the side of the head. Protecting the ball. I see why now. The arm is up illegally to the face of Labros. Gives him a little smack on the side of the head. So if you haven't kept up with the COSAFA Cup just yet, the defending champions looking to make it 3. So if you haven't kept up with the COSAFA Cup just yet, serious trouble in Group B. Defending champions after the loss yesterday in the match of the tournament. COSAFA Cup wins in a row this year so far. In serious trouble in Zimbabwe at the beating of Zambia. The loss yesterday in a battle between the COSAFA heavyweights. Easily say so far. Heavier than that. Zimbabwe at the beating of Zambia. High up the field here by the battle between the two COSAFA heavyweights. Don't come heavier than that. Nice job. Good work in running it high up the field here by Hossi. Nice job. Constant in the yards. Nice job. Stays down on the near side here. Good one, too. Nice job. Constant in the yards. Well, trying to play it out here, but continue to struggle. Stays down on the near side here. Out of the old half, trying to establish some sort of rhythm to their play. Play it out here, but continue to struggle in getting the ball out of the old half. Trying to establish some sort of rhythm play. I can't tell you, the Seychelles goal came very much against the run of play. After the man in your picture, in a moment ago, Vidinho. Half an hour's play. I can tell you, the Seychelles holding on to the ball for too long against the run of play. Plenty of space for a cross here. Plenty of targets. 4 of them in there. Header. Made a horrific mistake holding on to the ball for too long. Should have been. Plenty of space for a cross here. Plenty of targets. 4 of them in there. Header. Shots! Should have been. Should have been from
Depu obviously couldn't win that one, but the clearance wasn't good enough, and Depu just didn't punish.
That was a getting up off the floor.
Depu obviously couldn't win that one, but the clearance wasn't good enough, and Depu just didn't punish.
Well, he's getting up off the floor.
Yes, so he stood up with it.
Well, as it stands, Seychelles go back up to the top of the group.
Interesting, and the equalizer was very important, so the 2 can go through.
As it stands, Seychelles go back up to the top of the group,
but then only 1 can. And it means now at the end was very important. We still have to know 2 can go through. But when there is like this, but then only 1 can, it means now at the end. We still have to name those 2 teams. And the interesting thing is we still games coming up. We still want a runaway victor. Namibia against those 2 teams. We want a 3-0. The interesting thing, we haven't had that. We still want a runaway victor.
So far, 2-0 scorelines, 1 to Kenya.
We want a 3-0.
Kenya 2-0
we haven't had that.
Zimbabwe, 2-0 against Zambia. The tournament so far, 2-0 scorelines, 1 to Kenya. And those are the highest scoring games of the tournament. Kenya 2-0 against Zambia. Can you believe that means the Zambians are so far the against Zambia tournament in that regard? So far, and we say that those are the highest scoring games of the tournament. And can you believe that means the Zambians are so far the whipping boys of the tournament in that regard? And we say that respectfully to the Zambians.
And even goal difference will work against them if anything happens.
The actual factuals.
They won't even have to go that far. They've lost 2 games, so they won't even think of the difference of anything.
No, tough spot in the group.
They won't even have to go that far.
Already unavailable to them.
So they won't even
forget about that. The Zambians in the battles in that tough spot. All about securing pride now. Is already unavailable to them. They can forget about that. The Zambians in the battles in that group. All about securing pride now. What a game yesterday, lost, and what a turnout as well from the Zimbabwean supporters. Now the young men out on that far side are making way for the rain, which I believe is coming down as well from the Zimbabwean supporters. Now the young men out on that far side are making way for the rain, which I believe is coming down. Now, chance at the counter here. Maestro's had a very good game. Safety first. Rain beginning to come down here. We expected it to come down during the course of the day. And those that suffer the most here are the supporters, and many of them now looking to rain beginning to come down here. We expected it to come down during the course of the day. And those that suffer the most here are the supporters, and many of them now looking to come out here to enjoy the football. Luckily, they all move into the grandstand of the picture. They are moving. The young men and women there have come out here to enjoy the football. Making a plan. Luckily, they all move into the grandstand to the right of your picture to get under that grandstand and watch from there. They're not necessarily leaving the venue. They are just making a plan. Ball in then is overcooked straight to where the fans are going. Max Papiani. So they want to see the football to a point where now they ball in then is overcooked straight to where the fans are going. Plan B here. Max Papiani allows them to have the camera. They want to see the football to a point where they won't go home and go watch from home. No. The main plan B here. And the grandstand allows them to have the cover they're looking for on that right side.
Any game on the floor because the perimeter board is that obscuring the short ones can't even see.
Bent over because they have to fit under
Any game on the floor because the perimeter boards are obscuring their view.
And the tall ones have to stay bent over because they have to fit under there. Now, Millie. Well, going back now, the rain seems to have stopped, so they're making their way back.
And the brave ones stayed.
Well, they're going back now, the rain seems to have stopped, so they're playing with them. Having a look at the head ball.
And the brave ones stayed.
Playing with them. Having a look at the head ball.
He was happening in the
They just haven't been able to play out of their own half and keep the ball for 5 or so passes.
Quiet for me.
But the Seychelles
not
seeing any. But they haven't been able to play out of their own half and keep the ball for 5 or so passes. Very little of Laprosse just crossed the ball now. Not seeing any. They haven't had a rhythm. Who scored already on their feet. How to now play? Very little of Laprosse who's just crossed the ball now on this near side, losing it early. They haven't had a rhythm. With the ball at their feet. Power forward, then it was important. That making the point on this near side, losing it early. Dealt with him. Trying to power forward, then it was important. That Rehiniana dealt with him. Kiliano. They were looking for the foul then, for what they believed was a table being brought to ground. Kiliano. They were looking for the foul then, for what they believed was a table being brought to ground. Maybe taking a slight knock to the face. In fact, clashed the head, I suspected was he took it on the mouth. He has spot a bother here.
See better.
Maybe taking a slight knock to the face. In fact, clashed the head, I suspected was he took it on the mouth then.
On his face. Yeah, we can see better, but you know how players
the elbow.
Here, the elbow, but just
plays for Foresters. He's one over 3 inside the starting lineup. They play the club footballers or the club football for Foresters. Plays for Foresters. He's 1 over 3 inside the starting lineup. They play the club footballers or the club football for Foresters. Couple in the. There's Kiala to get a German team play out in Germany. Hertha Berlin. A couple. Elliot plays for 1860 Munich. German team playing out in Portugal. And there's Elliot who plays for 1860 Munich.
Have a way of bubbling once burst.
The others playing out in
Portugal was leading and then they bounced back. And here's the situation where Angola have a way of bubbling. It looks like they would score more earlier. Lesotho was leading and then they bounced back. And here's the situation where Angola looked so solid. They looked like they would score more earlier.
Lesotho will be quick to point out that in the goal the Seychelles scored against them, the Seychelles beat them to score in the goal. Was a lovely equalizer for the Seychelles, whereas the goal points out that by Angola was the Seychelles scored against them. The Seychelles beat them to score in the goal. Was a lovely on the edge of his box and losing equalizer for the Seychelles, whereas the goal conceded here by Angola was a gift towards the Seychelles by Vitinho overthrowing it on the edge of his box and losing out. One of 2 maestros in this tournament.
When you watch him from the back, you think it's easy.
Here he is. One of 2 maestros in this tournament. Wow. Great recovery by Maestro now. Can he find a teammate who will he got his own. He's looked to eliminate one and lost his footing.
Done well.
Then hoping for the penalty, nothing going from the referee. Find a teammate who will he got his own. He's looked to eliminate one and lost his footing. Then hoping for the penalty, nothing going from a referee with a very good view of the game.
The referee was there, so what happened? When you got into that box with that ball, it was already bubbling, so he wasn't in full control. The referee was there, so what happened?
A player that has stood out here in this first half. One of the better players on that field, but has he overdone it here when he had options? Certainly been a player that has stood out here in this first half. One of the better players on that field, but has he overdone it here when he had options?
The referee got it so spot on.
The entire time.
Yes, compliment him, that is maestro forward. Pushing forward, but just then the referee got it so spot on. Yes, compliment him, that is maestro forward. Pushing forward, but just then
stay on his feet.
He lost the footing.
Could have been celebrating now. Rain continues to come down past the defender. The ball too. Had he been able to stay on his feet, could have been celebrating now. Rain continues to come down here. Well, they are making a plan. The supporters trying to not only stay warm but stay dry. Some just don't care anymore. Look, they actually are making a plan. That's exactly what the supporters trying to not only stay warm but stay dry. Some just don't care anymore. Look, we actually watch the football. That's exactly what we're going to do. Stop pouring down. Hello, high water. So they've opted to ensure they enjoy the football. So far, a very enjoyable match of football. So if you are just joining us, they've opted to ensure they enjoy the football. So far, a very enjoyable match of football. If you are just joining us. Lebras. Sissoko. Lebras. Sissoko. So, big question here, can one of these sides take the lead into the break here, looking for the counter. So, Seychelles, big question here, can pace at the far side, from Amonte now into the break here, looking for the counter. Seychelles now driving forward straight down the middle, to the far side. From Amonte now. The shot into an opponent. Quick to get numbers behind the ball. The AS is now driving forward straight down the middle. The defender then crashing the shot into an opponent. Being tangled and pitched up here against Millies, who appeared a little aggressive after the whistle had gone. So we're all looking to tangled and pitched up here against Millies, who appeared the substitutes a little aggressive after the whistle had gone. So we're all looking to react. The tactical team had to come the substitutes down.
It is now time 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Seychelles looking to lead for the first time in this match.
It is now time 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Seychelles looking to lead for the first time in this match. Comfortable for the Angolans here, trying to play from the back. Kiana. And maybe comfortable to the end, and then the Angolans there trying to play from the back. Kiana. Quickly, Miro and Millies continue the little battle here on this near side. Again is the defender that comes out tops at the expense of the corner. So we take him quickly. Miro and Millies continue the little battle here on this near side. Again is the defender that comes out tops at the expense of a corner. In swinging corner it will be. Under a minute remaining here, Labras trying to kickstart the counter-attack. Good strong play defensively then in winning the set piece. Under a minute remaining here, Labras trying to kickstart the counter-attack. Good strong play defensively then in winning the set piece. Goal scorer and striker. And that was a Kiala kid. Great work defensively. Well, the dip, I should say. The goal scorer and striker also showing good sportsmanship in trying to help Labras up on his feet. Labras frustrated, having none of it. Now also showing good sportsmanship. Just about enough time trying to help Labras up on his feet. Just Labras frustrated, having none of it. The head on this near side. Just about enough time for maybe one more goal. Just over. The header. Amador man with the very last attack over this first half. Will feel. They've done themselves no favors here. The better team from the attack over this first half as Angola will your picture allowing them to find the equalizer. The better team from the far side or in the number 9 jersey had found in your picture allowing them to find the equalizer to find the back of the net and just couldn't get on the far side or the number 9 jersey had found the opener for Angola. They had more chances to find the back of the net and just couldn't get the beating. Closing from the front. Gets rewarded then with the mistakes from Vitinho. And he's finished at the beating. Oh, but Langanga. Seychelles once again come gets rewarded then with the mistakes from Vitinho. As far as the win finish at the beating, we close Langanga. Seychelles once again cut from behind. In this year's COSAFA Cup side, as far as that win 3 points, we close at halftime to knowing who in Group C will be the first side to pick up 3 points after a match. At halftime, it's Angola 1, Angola with the bulk of possession, no bookings so far. In this first 45 minutes, they've had all the corners in the match. Angola with the bulk of possession, no bookings so far. In this first 45 minutes, they've had all the corners in the match. Angola against the Russian target, the goal attempt. They, as a bit of a tip, maybe should have been leading by more than the one goal for the Seychelles. Angola fully in control of the run and play, while Seychelles will be smiling. As a bit of a tip from the Angolans with the mistake from the break by the scoreline tied at 1-1. Angola fully in control of this match, while Seychelles will be smiling, having taken the game into the break with the scoreline tied at 1-1.
Wilson is here with me again. Wilson Mutakere, you are with the TSG team.
Yeah.
Just share with us exactly what the team is looking at. Wilson is here with me again. Wilson
as the Techno Study Group,
you are with the TSG team.
We
just
are
share with us exactly
looking
what
at
the team is
World
looking
Tournament
at.
in terms of the technical trends of the Techno Study Group. We are looking at how the teams are playing. We are basically looking at the patterns of Tournament in terms of the technical trends of the game. We are looking at how the teams are playing. We are looking at the flexibility. We are looking at the physical components of the game. We are looking at the technical components of the players, and we are looking at the coaching. Look at overall flexibility. Coaching. We are looking at the physical components of the game. We are looking at the technical components of the game,
among other things,
and we also look at overall the coaching.
What is the criteria?
That's basically what we're doing.
Way and format that, among other things.
Yes, we have a tool that we have designed. That is quantitative in nature. So the contributions of the players are all. Yes, we have a tool that is quite quantitative designed and very quantitative in nature. So the contributions discover that sometimes players may have a performance that almost is quite quantitative and then very objective. So you will discover that sometimes players caution they would automatically disqualify the player and then from being considered as a player of the match, even if they have been so much of an impact. Caution then would automatically disqualify the player from being considered as a player of the match, even if they have had so much of an impact.
Something that sometimes would surprise me is when a player has played so well and the super sub comes and scores a brace. Something that sometimes would surprise me is when a player has played so well, but made a difference. Super
where do you draw the
scores a brace?
Yes, generally we look at contribution of at least 70 minutes in a game,
but made a difference.
Yes, a player could
where
have
do
so
you
much
draw
impact.
the line there?
And
Yes.
when it comes generally we look at contribution of then least 70 minutes in a game.
Of the match,
Yes, a player could have so much impact. And when it comes to if we look at moments of the game, then they could around 70 minutes. Look at player of the match, we're looking after a meaningful contribution. Then they are in the running more than about 70% of the match.
The interesting thing
around
is,
70
it's not
minutes
only
or so.
the
If they
big
get
guns
substituted
like
after
you,
a meaningful contribution, then they are in the running for player of the
trying to
match.
get them to understand. The interesting thing is, it's not only the big guns technical side. I believe there
Exactly. We are a mixed team.
Also working with,
again, the
to
trust
get
of
them to
COSAFA in
understand
terms
the
of
beauty of this
these
game.
functions,
And then
to
technical
try and
side.
capacitate. Exactly. We are a mixed team in the region. Again, the trust of COSAFA. We really can then come up with a product is to try and capacitate sustainable in terms of technical study in the region. The game must be started so that the trends. We really can then come up able to product and this so that we can be sustainable in terms of technical study. With the game must be started. What's going on? Trends must be then be
I'll be
able
talking
to
to
pick
Mark
up
Fisher about
so
that,
that we
but also your overall impression of the first 45 without really being in details.
what's going on in the field
Yes,
of play.
I'll be talking to Mark Fisher about that, but also
Angola
your
started
overall
the game very
impression
well.
of the first
We thought they were
45
going to wrap
without
it up
really
for
being
quick
in
goals,
details.
but when they
Yes,
got one, I thought the
technically,
Angola sort of like Angola started the game very well, pushed for a second one, and out of nowhere a mistake in defense. But when they got one, I thought they sort of like retarded in terms of going to push for a second one, and out of nowhere
Quite a game indeed. Thanks very much, and as always, it's a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, man.
Well, this is the moment where we will be now sort of breaking it down as always, with Mark Fish, it's a pleasure talking and to you. Just making sure that well, this is the moment where we will be now sort of breaking it down with Mark Fish. He is joining and just making sure that we get to understand
at the first 45,
exactly
we had
what Wilson touched on. And he is joining
yeah, Mafa, I think again, you know, a game,
looking
football,
at the first 45,
Angola,
we had
what
certainly the
more
on.
technically better
Your
team.
impression.
You know, the way they started the game again. You know, a game,
like
football,
sometimes you
Angola,
look at the ability of the players,
certainly
or
the more technically better team. The way they started the game of Angola to make sure that it made it difficult.
You know, look like they. Sometimes you look at the ability of the players,
Angola
coming through, creating opportunities.
The way the passing game of Angola to make sure that it made it difficult.
And then just out of a defensive error,
you see the quality of Angola make a defensive opportunities.
And then 1-1,
game
going
on
ahead,
and then just
out of a defensive error, you see
because Angola make a defensive error and lifted, and they feel that 1-1 can game on, and
yeah, in fact, the opening goal,
Angola, because
that's when you saw the
confidence of Seychelles is lifted, and they feel that they can compete now.
Yeah, in fact, the opening goal, they also gave away too many set pieces, Seychelles, and they got punished.
No, definitely. I think exactly. You said that, Mafa, especially the set pieces, the free kicks around the 18-yard area. You're going to get punished. You know, you have the quality of Antonio that's going to put a good ball in. And then, unfortunately, the set pieces, the free kicks around the 18-yard area, you're going to get punished. You know, you have the quality of Antonio that's going to put a good ball in. And then, unfortunately, you know, I'm going to say deserve it, defend against it. Seychelles made it difficult for them because number 9 going on to score the goal. It was kept on making it difficult. I'm going to say deserve it, but again, you know, Seychelles made it difficult for them because they you kept on Lorindo, number 9, is the one that kept on making it difficult to put them ahead and deserve to be ahead. But again, you want to look at the defense. Lorindo, the number 9, is the one that's gone on to score the goal to put them ahead and deserve to be ahead.
That's when Depu was also very lucky because the ball ricocheted off his teammate and he saw the spot. That's when Depu was also very lucky because others the ball ricocheted off his teammate and he saw the spot. But the beauty is how he finished it because others would just balloon it over the bar.
Deservedly to go 1-0 up. The beauty of it inside the goal area. Also, as a striker, you make sure you take those opportunities, and you took it. And deservedly to go 1-0 up.
I'm sure they could have taken more advantage of that. Also,
and they should have.
The frequency at which,
again, as I said, you know, unfortunately, you know, Seychelles
getting set pieces. I'm sure
conceding
they
the free
could
kicks
have taken more
and they
advantage
put their own pressure on
and
themselves.
they should have.
They made the game again, as I said, and at times when you're wanting to pass the way out of the defense by conceding the free kicks and they put their own pressure on themselves. They made the game difficult for them. And at times when you're wanting to
pass the way out of the defense and take the pressure off you. It's not the way to go. Maybe just a game group restructured, taking opportunity, better shape and launch it long. Angola didn't take the pressure off you. Again,
and also
a game of
the lead,
taking opportunity.
Just from what their big
Angola didn't take all the opportunities that they created.
Vigino. And also lost the lead.
Again, you know, someone we touched on in the beginning game. It's a player that we like as a defender, good quality left foot, and again, what happens? You get overconfident, and someone we touched on in the beginning game. It's a player that we like as a defender, good quality left foot. That's what he did. He tried to play at the back. What happens? You get overconfident, and you get overconfident because you're having too much of the ball, and you start doing things that you wouldn't do. And unfortunately, that's what he did. He tried to play at the back, get overconfident.
Just before that was a great save. When we talk about that, and he went for it. It was there to against the big number 9 who just before that was a few errors, and then Maestro low corner, and he went for it. It was there to against the big number 9 who was throwing at him. A few errors, and then Maestro, the captain, he's been doing very well. In fact, he's been marshalling
for Seychelles. Fantastic save. Yes, as you mentioned, we just highlighted he's made 2 or 3 saves. He's been very good. Number one of the for Seychelles. Fantastic save. You look like as you mentioned that we just highlighted the one save he's made 2 or 3 saves in the game, and he's been very good. Very important. One of their more influential players. If you look like making sure that you're keeping the score count down and keeping them in the game, and he's done that thus far.
Into opposition ball.
So let's hope that he comes out for the second half, because as I said, the Seychelles, their confidence is up.
Because when he gets the ball, he just drives.
They're looking to compete, and then so let's hope that he comes out for the second half, because as I said, the Seychelles, their confidence is up. They're looking to compete, and then
do the tricks.
Let's see with Angola. Sure, trying to do the tricks. Yes, you know, again, you mean the
defender Vigino trying. Look at Vigino there, Mark. Trying to dribble,
trying to do the tricks. Yes, you know, again,
you mean just 10. Look at Vigino landed on the ball, trying to dribble, just and then got punished because that's when Kamitsis just turned, and as he turned, he landed on the ball.
Defensive error, but again,
just punished.
That
little deflection also made a big difference.
He's been very fortunate. The balls, you know, obviously has landed for him, but a defensive error, but again, a cheeky finish. Fantastic, high quality. Turned his back. Think the goalkeeper very fortunate. The balls again, you know, as a coach, landed for him, but Seychelles coach, you're in the change room 1-1 at half time. High quality, and don't think the goalkeeper from there. Again, and make sure that as a coach, don't do that. Seychelles coach, you're in the change room 1-1 at half time. Lifting your team. Angolan coach, you will have a few words to say and make sure that
every time the lesson we learn is that every time your enemy turns the back,
we have a game now.
Don't think he's looking away. He's looking at you. Because on a 10, every time the lesson we learn there is that every time your enemy turns the back, don't think he's looking away. He's looking at you. Because on a 10, he punished.
There we go. Muffa, for you to come out with puns like that,
especially with the Angolan side, that was having action. Talking about second half, and suddenly lost it.
So I think the Angolan team, definitely what will happen is that, you know, they made some changes from the first game. I think they're going to make a couple of changes now, because I do feel that so I think the Angolan team, definitely what will happen is that, you know, they made 6 changes from the first game. Created opportunities. I think they're going to make a couple of changes now, because I do feel that they've lost. I think that the coach would want to see more of them getting into the final third, and yes, their skill, the way they play, goal scoring opportunities. And I think the coach would want to see more of that, more of them there, because this is their skill, the way they play, they would look at this game hoping to get 3 points, and I think the coach would want to see more of that before this game, because this is everyone was on 1 point. Seychelles, the coach will, as Angola, they would look at this game hoping to get 3 points, they have the ability to concentrate before this game, and everyone was on 1 point. Seychelles, the coach will soak up the pressure and maybe get an opportunity to make sure that they have the ability to concentrate. The Angolans might do from being overconfident. Soak up the pressure and maybe get an opportunity where they can pounce on maybe 1 or 2 areas that the Angolans might do from being square one. At least we've seen some goals in the first half, but I do expect that things will change in the second half. I think either team will be disappointed. At least we've seen some goals in the first half, but I do expect that things will change in the second half. I think either team will be disappointed coming. I do expect their quality to come through the final whistle again, but I do not expect the unexpected. Even though we said that Angola have struggled to get out group stages, I do so-called smaller nations coming through again and competing, and it's not expected. It's not assumed because we've seen the so-called smaller nations coming through and competing as they have.
Now, one of them, also, if it ends like this, they have to stay. So it shows that now the game coming up,
very exciting, very interesting group, as you said. Half time, at the moment, but the other teams will be looking at it. There's an opportunity somewhere. It's a very exciting, very interesting group, as you said. Half time, at the moment, but the other teams will be looking at it. And there's an opportunity somewhere for someone to put their hand up and say they want to go top of the group.
Interesting enough is that just next to us, we notice that take the game. Angola is making
I think so. And then the two players that will be coming on are two players that they started the game before. They obviously, again, maybe overconfidence from the coach making so many changes. I think so. So bringing those players on to make sure that two players that can be more attack-minded before. They obviously, again, maybe overconfidence from the coach making so many changes. So bringing those players on to make sure that they can be more attack-minded, more penetrating the defense of the
going or spraying those passes. Think that will be one of these changes.
Mafa, as we've seen, the teams are certainly capable of playing around the defensive third of the opposition, but not penetrating enough. Mafa, as we've seen, the teams are certainly capable of playing around the defensive third of the opposition, but not penetrating enough. So not having goal-scoring make opportunities, creating more pressure on the opportunities for the strikers. So I do think that we're going to have more attack-minded and being able to make sure that putting more pressure on the defensive third of the opposition.
Angola. So that's going to be interesting. Joining us for the second half is Sizwe Mabena. Two changes.
Well, as they come out of the tunnel for the start of the second half here at the Isaac Wilson Stadium,
that's going to be interesting.
It will be Angola to make the changes here, in fact, both nations. Well, as they come out of the tunnel for the start of the second half here at the Isaac Wilson Stadium, it will be Angola to make the changes here, in fact, both nations. One of the changes at the start of the second half coming into this game, a couple of them Pedro are the men that are waiting to come on, making way for the Angolans. The changes as well coming into this game for the Seychelles are the men that are waiting to come on for the Angolans. Waiting will be a change as well to come on for them for the Seychelles. Eli Sofa and waiting to come on for them is Eli Sofa. So we'll be going through the administration here at the side of the field here. It's necessary for the changes to be made. So Pedro does make way through the administration here and the middle of the park, then side of the field here, getting invited for the changes to be made. So Pedro does make way for Perna in the middle of the park, then getting invited and talking about the changes in the middle of the park. Mutema is another that will make way, and Elias will come on in his place. The man who plays club football for 16 Munich is the man that's made way, Mutema, also known as the man who plays club football for him in the first half. 16 Munich is the man that's made way, Mutema, attack for the Angolans. So interesting, also known as the main way, how we refer to him in the first half. His main way was busy. Tanzania! 2-1! Interesting. Seychelles lead for the first time in this tournament. There's Labras with a smashing strike. 2-1. Seychelles lead for the first time in this tournament. There's Labras 20 seconds with a smashing strike. And Seychelles off to a flyer inside the opening 20 seconds. They've come from behind. Seychelles looking for their first win since 2008 in the Hollywood Best COSAFA Cup. They've come from behind. Seychelles looking for their first win since 2008 in the Hollywood Best COSAFA Cup. The Brasu got an assist in the previous game. Perfect strike, perfect ball over the top here. Perfect start to the second half. Beyond lovely assist with the ball over the top here. And running onto it. Perfect strike. Squeezes it beyond. Perfect start to the second half. The keeper. Lovely assist with the ball over the top here. Right man running onto it. Squeezes it beyond. Suddenly we've got the highest scoring keeper of the tournament with 3 goals scored in this match. Suddenly we've got the highest scoring game of the tournament with 3 goals scored in this match. We're certainly here for it, but smiles now on the faces of some of the Seychelles players. If they so wish. We're certainly here for it, but smiles now on the faces of some of the Seychelles players. Go to sleep and Just after the walking up by right inside of the net, right 20 seconds over the half strike from Labros. Go to sleep and are walking up by the back of the net, rattling, thanks to a smashing strike from Labros. Free kick to the Angolans. Keep in mind, Seychelles have never beaten Angola. They've only met on one occasion. Free kick to the tournament. Keep in mind, Seychelles have never beaten Angola. They've only met on one occasion. Angola walked away winners comfortably. 3-0 the scoreline. They're looking for a bit of revenge for that beating here today at the Seychelles. Angola walked away winners comfortably. The way they went about the scoreline. They're looking for a bit of revenge. Scored earlier on that beating here today at the Seychelles. In the first half, certainly made a statement with the way they went about business against Lesotho. The way they went about scored earlier on against the run of play. In the first half, finished off superbly. No favours made. The way they went about their second goal, they created beautifully and finished off superbly. Now, Berna. The movements of the ball here, it's Maestro Chiara. Well defended. The movements of the ball here, it's Maestro Dorna Fanchet. This is the football for the Pass FC. Well defended. So the very good game in defense. Seychelles players are playing the club football. This is the football for the Pass FC over the Seychelles. All of the Seychelles players are playing their club football within the borders of the Seychelles, including those out on the bench. Now the press looking to latch onto another ball over the top here, happy to settle for the corner on the bench. He had their best chance in the first half. Russ looking to latch onto another ball over the top here, happy to settle for the corner. They're not looking happy in that defense. He had their best chance in the first half. Hit that wide to a dead ball situation. They're not looking happy in that defense of the Angolans. Sandro exchanging words then with Nanganga. All 10 outfield players here for the Angolan side in the box. All hands on deck defensively. All 10 outfield players here for the Angolan side in the box. All hands on deck defensively. The ball out wide here. Numbers getting into the box. The ball in! Run that started from outside of the box from Meli, then he just couldn't get over it and steer it towards goal, but the ball looking to stretch their lead. Run that started from outside of the box from Meli, then he just couldn't get over it and steer it towards goal, but Seychelles looking to stretch their lead. Scored in last year's tournament, looking for his beautifully here for this year's tournament. Big defender powering forward. Scored in last year's tournament, looking for his first. But this year's tournament is Meli. Now, as things stand, Seychelles standing out. Maestro, head and shoulders above the wrist. Bernard, Angola looking to find a way back. Standing out, Namibia, head and shoulders above the wrist. All in 1 point. Keep in mind, Namibia and Lesotho looking to find a way back. We are going to Namibia today, so they can still shake Angola all in 1 point. Keep in mind, Namibia and Lesotho over the day. We are going to battle later on in the day, so they can still shake up what happens at the top by the end of the day. That game kicking off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Definite foul for the challenge on Sandro. The Chavez man. Definite foul for the challenge on Sandro. Taking a knock on the knee. Chavez man from Kamatis. Striker helping out defensively then. Taking a foul could be a dangerous area. That'll hurt from Kamatis of the first half. And the way Golden went about their dead ball situation, they could be a dangerous area. Taking back to the early exchanges of the first half. And the way Goldens went about their dead ball situations, they certainly were a threat. Just a two-man war for Akon. Sandro with the outswinger. Maestro with the inswinger. Outswinger it is. There's a chance. Oh, just wide with the outswinger. I mentioned the threat from Maestro with the inswinger. Outswinger it is. There's a chance. That led to the equalizer. Just wide for the Seychelles. I mentioned the threat from the nearly making up for it here. And Vidinho made the mistake that led to the equalizer. For the Seychelles, they nearly making up for it here. Strikes as well, goes just wide of the mark. They start to the second half. It looked as though it may very well have a cross and run in. Good chance for the Angolans on the other. Every reason in the world to believe we could be in for more goals. Good goal for Laprosse on one end, good chance for the Angolans on the other. Every reason in the world to believe we could be in for more goals here. Sadly, the goals are beginning to flow in the tournament over the last 2 days after a tough first round where goals were hard to come by. Goals are beginning to flow in the tournament over the last 2 days after a tough first round where goals were hard to come by here. Along with the likes of Sandro on this near side to try and ensure that they win the ball back as high as possible up the field. Along with the likes of Sandro on this near side to try and ensure that they win the ball back as high as possible up the field. Space on the far side here. Should have done much better in keeping it alive on midfield. And space on the far side here. Being should have done much better in keeping it alive on midfield. And Foresters to believe few being in the starting lineup. In fact, place for Foresters. So to believe Laprosse surrounded by four. Still controls kindly for Seychelles. Space out on the far side. Lovely ball, and again Laprosse surrounded by four. Sissoko can't quite take it in stride. Controls kindly for Seychelles. Space out on the far side. Lovely ball, and again the cherry and trying to get some distance. Sissoko can't quite take it in stride. Battling for every inch now. Here they are. Look at goal. Another bite of the cherry. Trying to get some distance on it. Seychelles came up with the important inch now. Here they are. Look at goal. Too many touches. Kiala came up with the important block. The effects of nervousness. Seychelles now closing down from the front and making that difficult as well. As men are feeling the effects of Seychelles now closing down from the front and making life difficult.
That will always be more technical.
Seychelles unexpected
of them to just get stuck when they looked like a tame side,
and it looks like they need to all the time because they're playing.
But then they can be hard when they need to.
With their longest losing run being 8
and
matches,
like
they've never won 2 matches in a row.
They're playing
in the COSAFA Cup, yellow card it is here on the side with their longest losing run being 8 matches. They've never won 2 matches in a row. In the COSAFA Cup, having come from behind twice to little matches against Lesotho, and here again today to go into the lead. Here they are, having come from behind twice to level matches. Their first win against Lesotho in eons. Here again today to go into the lead against the Angolans, looking for their first win
to the fact
in
that don't write off Seychelles. They can still bounce back.
That man again.
Don't write off Seychelles, Laprosse. They can still bounce back.
Here's the goal so well.
And that man again.
That
man again.
He tried a volley in the first half.
Leaning beautifully. He was unlucky. Technique was just
in stride.
He tried a volley in the first half.
One or two signs here
beautifully.
For the Angolans
he was unlucky.
Be careful.
Technique was just upstretch.
The Seychelles are now creating moments of menace. It may not be the Angolans to be careful. Moments where at last this tackle comes in. The Seychelles are now creating moments of menace. It may not be clear from the Seychelles, but moments where at last the confidence comes in. Foul at just the right time to stop what looks like a good flowing move from the Seychelles. They certainly have the confidence up.
They're not in your face. And before you know, you are under siege. That is deceptive about Seychelles. They're not in your face.
Goal difference.
And before you know,
what a difference
you are
under siege.
siege.
Goal at the start of this half certainly just edging them out in a bounce to the step. Goal difference. But the Seychelles side clearly makes that goal at the start of this half. No problem for that. Given a bounce to the step of the Seychelles side, the early ball then. No problem for Langanga being out in Angola. Saclada Esperanca being out in Angola. Kiliano Maestro, Kiliano working hard along with Maestro. Kiliano in the middle of the park, still losing out towards a nice little turn and keeping it moving. That was nicely done along with Maestro. In the middle of the park, still losing out towards a turn and keeping it moving. That was nicely done by
well, and not even looking to go down. He just wanted the ball.
The opener did so well. He had to protect the ball.
He fought well and not even looking to go down. He just wanted the ball and the referee protected him there. You can be protected when you show some effort, not the first option wanting to go down.
He is battling and losing out this time. Around up against Maestro. Maestro in trouble then. And he is battling and losing out this time. I'm talking about in a dangerous area. Up against Maestro, Maestro in trouble then. They win it. They're going to clip off the goal. Those moments of discomfort I'm talking about. Seychelles, they're competing to a point where Maestro's not fouled. There's dicey moments. They're going to clip off the goal. In a defense for Angola. Seychelles, they're competing to a point where there's dicey moments that could swing this way or that in dangerous areas. On that far side. Defense for Angola. Hassi pushing forward, early with the ball! Choo-choo! Lovely goal here for the Angolans. On that far side. Just before the hour mark. Pushing forward, early with the ball! Choo-choo! Lovely goal here for the Angolans. Far post, just before the hour mark. And the Angolans back in business. It's Hassi with the overlap. Early ball, beautifully met from the far post.
And believing that the ball will get there, but he was also showing some commitment. Guided him just in the back of the net. And believing that the ball will get there, but he was also showing some commitment. Guided him in the back of the net. Is onside. But look at where he comes from, deep. No suspicions of offside. As clear as daylight that he is onside to put that
in amongst the tournament. Top goal scorers, therefore. This is the highest scoring match of the tournament with 4 goals scored. So, what a in amongst the tournament, top goal scorers, therefore. This is the highest scoring match of the tournament with 4 goals scored. In the commentary booth, so for you at home watching on a goal makes. There could be more goals for that matter. It's as we approach the hour mark. In the commentary booth, then so for you at home watching on. They're not done. There could be more and keeps it moving. As we approach the hour mark, they'll still be looking for a win now. The Bros places a man and keeps it moving. Now you see me, now you don't.
Oh, Labros. How cool was that? Just before this foul. He just nutmegged his opponent with calmness. How cool was that? Precision. Just before this foul. He just nutmegged his opponent with calmness and precision. With the side of the nutmeg. Not one of those direct ones. Is it catch? Is it pickings there for the keeper?
Well, they bring out the skills.
Not one of those calmness and
precision. Putting the defender.
With the side of the
bring out the skills.
Not one of those direct ones.
With the little flick, Ezelia back heel into putting the defender. Well, they bring out the
not one of those calmness and
precision. Putting the defender.
With the side of the not one of those direct ones.
With the little flick, Ezelia back heel into putting the defender. Well, they bring out the
not one of those calmness and precision. With the side of the not one of those direct ones.
With the little flick, Ezelia back heel into putting the defender. Well, they bring out the
not one of those calmness and precision. With the side of the not one of those direct ones.
With the little flick, Ezelia back heel into putting the defender. Well, they bring out the
not one of those calmness and precision. With the side of the not one of those direct ones.
With the little flick, Ezelia back heel into putting the defender. Well, they bring out the
not one of those calmness and precision.
Gets down quickly for the first save. Patricia recover. Oh, it's done superbly well on getting up and making himself big for the second save. Gets down quickly
what I want
for
to
the
see
first
is the
save, and then has to
there.
recover. How's that
Could he
for
have played
reflexes
him?
in getting up and making himself big for the second
Because
save?
he was already covered. This is what I want to see is the teammate there. As I always say, could he have played when you are a striker and the goals are gaping like that? Because he was already covered tonight. So rather go for it, as I always say. When you are a striker and the goals are gaping like that, your first prize is the night. And the teammate is the second prize.
Akong, 30-9, dip what would have been a hat-trick, and then to the Isaac Wilson Stadium, like you say, there will be matches played going forward. Being maestro. The good news for the groundsmen is it will be one match today. Get back to the Isaac Wilson Stadium, like you say, there will be matches played going forward. The good news for the groundsmen is it will be one match today, rather than two, and the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. As we separate the groups now and find out who will be going through to the knockout stages and the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. For those of us who separate the groups now and find out who will be going through to the knockout stages, we'll have to bid farewell to, for those of us that will be returning to the Nelson Mandela Stadium. Sadly, we'll have to bid farewell, including those that have come out today. In the Isaac Wilson Stadium, and the community here was out there. They enjoying the football. The young support they've given us, including those that have come out today.
Them, but they all miss
the best of weather conditions, but still they're out there. They're enjoying the football. The youngsters.
Sadly, we'll miss them, but they all miss the action.
Change to be made here. It's the Angolans once again. So we'll be rigging or making the changes. Change to be made here. It's the Angolans once again. So we'll be rigging or making the changes. Benafa to footballers and their nicknames, Mafa. As you know, in Angola they do come up with nicknames such as in Mozambique, Pele Benones Dominguez in Brazil. Their nicknames, Mafa. As you know, in Angola they do come up with nicknames such as in Mozambique, Pele Benones Dominguez in Brazil. The Paul is played in here. The match just on. In this case, is a government name. The Paul is played in here. Afonso Mangoga, just on, known as Ben Arfa. Remember the French, the government name is Afonso Mangoga, known as Ben Arfa. Now, remember the French international Ben Arfa played for Newcastle. What a talent he was. Streets haven't forgotten about Ben Arfa. Conceding yet another. Now, Paul in, corner that is, Akong. Conceding yet another. Corner that is. Paul in and put block. That Ross ran into trouble. Burner. Paul in and put block. That Ross Nganga ran into trouble. Burner. Langanga Seychelles with only 4 goal attempts, by the way, 12 for the Angolans, 8 on target for the Angolans, which says a lot about the only 4 goal attempts, by the way, he has been. For Seychelles was been on target, Angolans, as I found the back of the net, 100% which says a lot about the Kong and how crucial he has been. For Seychelles was been on target, as I found the back of the net, 100% return record in that regard.
Domingos. And I compliment the coaches for the fact that they brought them here and they given them a run. You can't bring them and keep them on the bench for 3 games. So what coaches for the fact that they brought them here and they given them a run. You can't bring them and keep them on the bench for 3 games. So what have you seen? To give them a so they are building the squad for the future, and the ones that can solidify the existing national team squad. There's no winning team, it's a builder. You need to give them as they give you results.
Well, depth.
You don't stick to your winning team.
Any club side, whether it's a club side or national team, really
give you results.
Need to have depth. Depth is crucial to any club side, whether it's a club side or national team. Really. More of the chances the Angolans as Kiliano. Let's get it right to the pass that far side. They should more of the chances the Angolans be utilizing the chances they are getting, but Seychelles feel they should. A couple more changes here. Be utilizing the chances they are getting, but Seychelles will be making a couple more changes here. Pena giving away the set piece. Pena giving away the set piece before they make the changes. The men in blue Early ball forward, meaning amongst those to push forward like changes. First thing in clear, the men in blue. Early ball forward, meaning amongst those to push forward like Ganga. Continue the hard work of Fanchet. Looking for the counter attack here. So now those changes can be made. Seychelles to make the hard work of Fanchet. The goal scorers will be making way. Now those changes can be made. Seychelles to make them. Gamatis, one of the goal scorers, will be making way. Changes made to the starting 11 coming into this match. Will also be making way. Riaz, one of the changes made to the starting 11 coming on here coming into this match.
19 out.
Adeo is coming on here in your picture place. Gamatisi was one of the starters, Kadeo, in the game against Lesotho, and actually gave a very good account of himself on that opening day. Gamatisi was one of the starters, Kadeo, in the game against Lesotho, and actually gave a very good account of himself on that opening day. Coming in off the bench here this afternoon.
Didn't do bad in the first game. Remember, he was throwing his weight around the box and always present. Kadeo didn't do bad in the first game. Remember, he was throwing his weight around the box and always present.
Oh, that's a well-timed block.
Because it's 2-all.
In hard
into the omnipresent.
And again, good block. Oh, that's a well-timed block. Reads the situation well. In hard then. Oh, and again, it's enjoyable. Fanchet to note reads this situation well. Oh, it's enjoyable to note on the near post. That's a definite chance. Unmarked then, 2 men from Angola then could have gone for a depot. Looking for his hat-trick. Would have been the definite chance. Unmarked then, 2 men from Angola then could have gone for a depot. Looking for his hat-trick. Would have been the first to get a hat-trick in this year's tournament.
To fight for everything and wins everything. He just needs to hit the target. He's always there in the box, wanting to fight for everything and wins everything. I suspect he will. He just needs to hit the target. Still a lot of time.
Yep,
for the time.
Under 19 minutes remaining on the clock, both sides here.
I suspect he will.
In a desperate search of the first win of the tournament, the first one of the remaining on the clock, both sides here. Any of the sides in a desperate search of the first Maestro winning the throw in the tournament, the first one of the group for any of the sides here in Group C. Maestro winning the throw in. In towards that far post, only 2 in there. With a slight touch, it will be kept alive on that far side. In towards that far post, only 2 in there. With a slight touch, it will be kept alive on that far side.
He had plenty time to play a quick 1-2 there. He was just dilly-dallying, not too sure what he wanted to do with that there now.
Well, for the Angolans,
time to play a quick
past winners in 99, 2000 and 2004
not too sure what he wanted
in
to
the
do
COSAFA Cup. Pushing forward here with the Maestro amongst those, looking forward here as he looks to help create in the COSAFA Cup. Pickers pushing forward here with the Maestro amongst those, looking forward here as he looks to help create. Back to Pickers it goes. Pickers. And he pulled in and there was some movement on the edge of the box going into the penalty area that needed to be dealt with. Pulled in and by Emily. Movement on the edge of the box going into the penalty area that needed to be dealt with defensively by Emily.
How about skipping that one? It was going to just leave Depot clear facing the target.
Too close. To Akon. The press. There's Kadeo battling with Maestros, come up strong in the middle of the park here, space and numbers over on that far side, but how quick is Kadeo battling with Maestros, come up strong in the middle of the park here, space and numbers over on that far side, but how quick. Got me in the box. The men from the Seychelles trying to shut up in space in the middle of the park. Pickers out wide here. Maestro, byline, ball in the box, and the Maestro in support. Nice stroke, byline, ball in. No, it's Kiliano. India kept his armband here, plus way over, high and wide, missed by some distance. That's a lovely work by Maestro. India kept his armband here, plus way over, high and wide, missed by some distance.
They needed a little bit of
patience.
Work
by Maestro and Pickers on the near side to get it into a crossing position.
Effort there by Kalyano. I feel they needed a little bit of patience. Continue doing what you do in build-up, because it was that short desperate effort there by Kalyano. As wide as it went. But he just tried it and leaning back, exposing that shot to go as
things stand. Now the Angola is looking at 2 matches without a win. The longest run of matches without a win at the COSAFA Cup is 4 matches. And now the Angola is looking at 2 matches without a win. The longest run of matches without a win at the COSAFA Cup is 4 matches. And while we mentioned he gets stuck in, that's the man with the jersey. Goes in hard here on Maestro and needs to be separated from Magaliano. As the man with the number 11 jersey goes in hard here on Maestro and needs to be separated from Magaliano. As the yellow. Tamani replaced Camacho was in the yellow card, so those are the only 2 to have picked up the yellow cards. These are the arms illegally here against Maestro, still standing in the yellow card, wild in Maestro, those are the only 2 to have picked up yellow cards. For Cadell is lucky not to have received the red card for that. Here against Maestro, still standing in the almost wild in Maestro, and frustration here. For Cadell is lucky not to have received the red card for that. A very good game, Maestro. Ball nowhere near them, almost violent conduct the way he went about this one earlier on in the day where he drove at that defense, and a very good game, Maestro. Could have had a chance to get in. I remember this one earlier on in the day where he drove at that defense and had him stayed on his feet.
Hanging
could have had a chance then to get in amongst the scorers.
And he's been kicked to pieces throughout the game.
But the interesting part is
hanging in there. He just didn't give up. Still in the second half, he makes things happen. But even this side part is that he just
really has been one of the better stand-up players on the day, Maestro.
This side pass.
Really has been one of the better and stand-up players on the day, Maestro. Tomispor.
He's playing like a maestro indeed.
Yeah, plays his top football in Turkey for Adana, wrestled to the ground. Pickers, desperate times now, wrestled to the ground. May get a few more yellow cards as the desperate times now increases here with both these sides looking to may get a few more yellow cards as the nobody wants to make a mistake. Intensity increases here with both these sides looking to of course get the winner. What's it of St. Louis? Nobody wants to make a mistake. We'll give the other the advantage. Yellow card. What's it of St. Louis?
Is it the St. Louis in Mauritius? Yes, it is.
Seychelles?
Not the capital in St. Louis.
Not the club, St. Louis.
Yes, because then it could Seychelles. St. Louis
not
club
the capital
in
Mauritius. No, the club St. Louis.
Club St. Louis, because then it could there could be a St. Louis club in Mauritius at the capital.
Possible. Now, all the yellow cards in this match have been to Seychelles players. Nothing for an Angolan just yet. Looking for the third yellow cards in this match have been to Seychelles players. Nothing for an Angolan just yet. Beauty! Looking for the third. Goal that is. Papas! Beauty! Top corner,
Put a bit of weight there, not whipping it with hope.
Brilliant strike! Top corner, top draw from Maestro.
Weight and he put a bit of weight there, not whipping it with hope. That to me was knowing that he knew what he's doing. His weight and he held it. He played that like a maestro.
Yeah.
That to me was clinical. He knew what he's doing.
We were highlighting a moment ago how impactful he's been in the game. Wow, here's his biggest impact. Wow. We were highlighting a moment ago how impactful he's been in the game. Wow, here's his biggest impact.
Teammates at all. Guys, I'll do without you. Let me work on this. I've got this. Don't worry. Never needed his teammates at all. Maestro. Guys, I'll do without you. Let me work on this. I've got this. Don't worry. One of the best we've seen so far in the tournament.
Serious contender. To go with the Paris goal, the individual effort from the Zimbabwean, but this is something. Serious contender. To go with the first goal yesterday, the individual effort from the Zimbabwean, but this is something.
Maybe, but were we not lamenting on the fact that we haven't seen a goal scored from the set piece in this tournament?
There you go.
Maybe like a baby on Christmas with a brand new child.
Are you entertained? By far the highest scoring goal in this game in this tournament. 5 goals we've had.
Like a baby on
what a battle between Angola and Seychelles. By far the highest scoring goal in this game in this tournament. 5 goals we've had. What a battle between Angola and Seychelles. Well, it rains. Most of us looked out the window this morning and thought, well, we wish it would rain goals. And it certainly has rained goals in the opening game here. Most of us looked out the window this morning and thought, well, we wish it would rain goals. And it certainly has rained goals in the opening game here. There could still be more with the way they've gone about business.
5 we treated 2. Hopefully at the end of the day, if this is not the last,
there could still be more with the way they've gone about business.
7-9 goals from one venue. Can't complain. Hopefully at the end of the day, if this is not the last,
for the Angolans, a 5-1 win over Mauritius back in 2006.
Can't complain.
6 goals scored in that for the Angolans, a 5-1 win counter over Mauritius back in 2006. That's the highest scoring match. 6 goals scored in that match. With a 4-2 win over Lesotho counter in 2023. So if they score one more, whether it's the highest scoring match they've had, it will be the highest scoring match Angola has ever involved in 2023. So if they score one more, whether it's Angola or Seychelles, it will be the highest scoring match Angola has been ever involved in.
At some point, Seychelles were leading this law.
Our statistician is hard at work.
It's been changing from time to time.
Good challenge.
At some point, Seychelles were leading this law.
Our statistician is hard at work every time. Good challenge,
It was a heavy touch there, and Monte almost set himself for a moment where you cannot get yourself out of. Monte almost set himself. Sometimes don't push it forward, just play it from here. From just a moment where you cannot get yourself out of. Close control sees we will always make a big difference. Forward, just play it from here. From just close range. Close control sees we will always make a big difference.
There you have it. Our statistician, Ben, hard at work then in figuring it all out. Namibia or Angola back on top. And Seychelles now will do it hard at work then in figuring it all out. Now, Namibia or Angola trouble coming back on top. Angola looking to finish it all. Now will do it stand down at the bottom. And for power. Now, could be more trouble coming their way. Angola looking to finish it off. Went for power. Went for everything he had, Ben Afra then. Plays for Cabo Scorp Sport Club do Palanque. Mouthful. Plays for Cabo Scorp Sport Club do Palanque.
It was going to
mouthful.
The upright.
It will still be shaking now.
Also with that power head, he just hit the crossbar. It was going to hit the upright.
It will still be shaking now.
Hey!
Giliano. Well, for Seychelles. Well, now, that's interesting. Giliano, but they're coming together between Picas and. Well, now, that's interesting. When he went to ground, they're coming together between Picas. You'd be sure there was something a bit more malicious than that.
But look at how he goes down and the referee goes to him and he says, get up, and then he gets up and complains.
It looks a bit more malicious than that.
But look at how he goes down and the referee goes to him and he says, get up, and then he gets up and complains.
It looks fun anyway, getting up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Domingos.
And the award for COSAFA Cup Best Actor goes to...
Ladies and gentlemen, Domingos.
Maestro, what a game he's had. He's lived up to the name today. We thought it would put him under pressure and choke Maestro to just do what a game he's had. Tournament, he really has lived up to the name today. Another shot would put him under pressure and choke this time from Burner. Coming into the tournament, he really has lived up to it.
Not one of those where you think he's going out and then as a keeper you stop and you see this thing just going around the back of the net. One of those is where you think he's going out and then as a keeper you stop going around the back of the net. Going around the back of the net. Not curling in, hitting the inside of the net and going round the back of the net.
Left the first round of matches, having viewed Angola in their tour against Namibia with one impression of that side, and the first round of matches, having viewed Angola in their tour against Namibia with one impression of that side, and they watched today, they looked the business, have a completely impression of Angola and the threat they pose, and gave more of the same here today, where they hit the Seychelles side and not the business, and they refused to stay beaten. Lesotho and give more of the same here today, where they just a stubborn side and hard to get past. Little matches here, refuse to stay beaten. They've got under 6 minutes. Come from behind to lead at one try point and level matches here. Then the Angolans themselves have to come from behind to lead again. Come from behind, led at one point. You are just joining us. But a ride. The Angolans themselves have to come from behind to lead again during the course of this game. With a roller coaster of a ride here at the Isaac Wolfson Stadium during the course of this game.
It's not often with modern goalkeeping that you see the ball played sky high like that. At some point I was looking at the sky. It's not often with modern goalkeeping that you see the ball played sky high, not the Kune thing. At some point I was looking at the sky. Your teammate. Play low nowadays. Minutes.
Yep. You see that foot across like a bat.
Not the Kune thing. Just whip it to your teammate. Play low. Anybody's ball. Minutes.
Francis Fabian Barthez, I think, was amongst the first to use that sort of technique where you swing it like a baseball bat, you put across. Francis Fabian Barthez, former Manchester United, was amongst the first to use that sort of technique where you swing it like a baseball bat, you put across. 18 that had the beating of former Manchester United goalkeeper, World Cup in France, Schmeichel. With the young Thierry Henry, 18 that had the beating of South Africa, South Africa's first World Cup in captain of that side back in the 90s, with the young Thierry Henry, of course Zidane, Didier Deschamps, the now coach, so many other players that 90s were outstanding. Of course Zidane, all of that team back in the 90s era. So many other players that were outstanding.
Desai at the back. You know when a team is good, you remember those that were on the bench, not the regulars, because it was so star-studded. I mean, you know when a team is good, you even remember those that were on the bench, not the regulars, because it was so star-studded.
Leboeuf, Frank Leboeuf in the heart of defense alongside Desai.
Also played and won.
Yeah, he was the captain, Deschamps.
Coach. He's the man. I mean, he's the man that also played and won.
Yeah, he was the captain, Deschamps. Many others. Many will say they'll understand after those names we've just gone through how South Africa ended up with that result. Many others. Many will say they'll understand after those names we've just gone through how South Africa ended up with that result. Doesn't have too many that have qualified for a FIFA World Cup. Southern Africa, winners, of course. But the AFCON from Southern Africa, that too many South Africa that have qualified for a FIFA World Cup. Zambia, 2 winners but the AFCON from Southern Africa, that being South Africa as well as Zambia. Angola qualified for the World Cup for the first time in 2006 in a group of African countries that were all first-timers in the World Cup, qualified for the World Cup for the first time in 2006 in a group of African countries that were all first-timers in the World Cup, including Ghana.
First time South Africa going out of the country to play in the World Cup, playing the World Cup for the first time.
Togo was there as
well. And the whole France looked like South Africa. Country to play in the World Cup, playing the World Cup for the first time. And the whole France looked like South Africa. And you think we all here. You would bump into people from
behind the ball,
Durban, Limpopo, and you think we all here.
Now, put it behind the pole here for Langanga.
Andrade, ready to come on. That is for Angola. Andrade, so this is all time consuming, delaying tactic kind of. That is for Angola.
Bit of a worry here.
So
for the Zimbabwean referee, Tabani Rosario. A couple of players going down here in the box and bit of a worry here. For the Zimbabwean referee, Tabani Rosario. A couple of players going down here in the box and it's a heavy one. The worry will be for Kiliano. He's hardly moved yet. Starting impact onto the ground, then ending. Oh, it's a heavy one. Standing impact onto the ground then. Heleniana is at the other. There's a struggling here.
You got out worst in that situation.
Heleniana is at the other. There's a struggling here. There's Akong, but he's also come up with a number of blinding saves. Yeah, that was a first earlier on in the day. We protected the near post, arguably the best of the lot. But he's also come up with a number of blinding saves. Yeah, that was a first earlier on in the day. We protected the near post, arguably the best of the lot. In denying Maestro, he wasn't done. As he came up with a couple of smashing saves. The game has been. He's been busy. He's been the best out there. To Angola, they have been beaten. Still have beaten him by some occasions. Yeah, that's how good the game has been. Really.
Put their best out there,
and when they have been beaten, it's been by something special, like the goal from Maestro.
And we were questioning why change of goalkeeper, but he just shows that he's equally capable.
Depu won't get his hat-trick by the way, as he makes his way off the field. Yeah, gets the brace, however. Depu won't get his hat-trick by the way, as he makes a wonderful display way off the field. Yeah, gets the brace, however. The Joe Vincente man.
And a good coach would say, do I need a hat-trick or I need him for the next game to win the tournament? I'll need him for the latter. And a good coach would say, do I need a hat-trick or I need him for the next game to win the tournament? I'll need him for the latter.
Not the Mozambican Domingos, but coming on in his place. Angola is Domingos. Not the Mozambican Domingos, but the one from Angola. And Fred will come on in his place.
Remember Fred started the previous game?
Yep. And Fred will come on in his place.
Remember Fred started the previous game?
Yep. 4 minutes added on to the 19th. We've already had a minute of that go by. Good news for the Angolans is that Kiliano is back on the field. The 19th, we already had a minute of that go by, having received some treatment. Good news for the Angolans is that Kiliano is back on the field. The man wearing the captain's armband after having received some treatment. Just came back on a moment ago. There he is, right on cue. There he is. Crashes into everything right on cue. He really is a physical type of striker. For a small man he is. Well, he crashes into everything, and encourages that physical contact. He is a physical type of striker. For a small man he is stocky, and encourages that physical contact, doesn't he? Takes two out here. He's bullied two men that are much bigger than him. Bullied down here men that are much bigger than him. Then on the far side, so early ball. Well, there's a chance possibly here, but for down here against Kong. Then on the far side, so early ball. So we now well, there's a chance possibly here, but for Kong. Reading the situation well. Both on 1 point. So we now will begin to be looking at the game. Top of the group, as it stands, it's Angola. With each side leading here today. 1 point. We've seen one jump to the top of the day, down to the bottom of the group. As it stands, it's Angola. To the top of the group, Angola bottom. Leading here today. Now with Angola leading, we've seen one jump to the top, go down to the bottom of the group. Seychelles led and welcome into the top of the group, Angola were bottom. Now with Angola leading, Seychelles is at the bottom. There's Akong with a big play. A King Kong type play. Last minute of 4 added on. Last minute of 4 added on.
Number 10, somebody.
Another change being made here by the Angolans. Another change being made here by the Angola. Come on for a serious contender for a man of the match here. Take your pick between Maestro with the one goal and all-rounder come on for a serious contender for man of the match here. Both the goal scorers between Maestro with the one goal and all-rounder play and Depu with the brace on the day. Both the goal scorers have now left the field here for the Angolans. Wow. Panchet's in a hurry to get it moving. Perna in the away, so it will be a soft yellow card here. Panchet's in a hurry to get it moving. Yellow card in the opening match as well here. Away, so it's totally unnecessary. Will be a soft yellow card here gone by for Perna. Picked up a yellow card in the opening match as well here. It's totally unnecessary. There's 4 minutes already gone by. They're taking that set piece for the men from the Seychelles. Here they are pushing forward. Looking to slow down the fast movement, taking that set piece for Angola. The men from the Seychelles. Here they are pushing forward in a Group C of the 2024 Hollywood Players COSAFA Cup here. Angola for it. Pick up to earn its first win in a Group C of the 2024 Hollywood Players COSAFA Cup here. Had to fight for it. They had to earn it with a special performance. This the highest scoring goal equalizer in the tournament thus far. Starts the second half positively. The scoring for the Seychelles by scoring and commitment to come up with the equalizer. To come up with another equalizer positively. For the Seychelles by scoring and putting them into the tournament. Only for Depu to come up with another equalizer. And Maestro nations have scored here. Seychelles giving as good as they can't, but not doing enough to get the better over the Angolans. Two nations, the Angolans go top of the group. Seychelles giving as good as they over Seychelles, not doing enough to get the better over the Angolans. So the Angolans go top of the group with a 3-2 win over Seychelles. We'll look at those numbers and say, yeah, they deserve the win at the end of it all. It was a hard-fought win against a stubborn Seychelles. We'll look at those numbers and say, yeah, they deserve the pretty much win at the end of it all. It was a hard-fought win against a stubborn Seychelles. Against them, better goal attempts, shots on target. All the numbers pretty much in their favour. Seychelles with more yellow cards. It was a more comfortable win as far as the scoreline. But job done by the Angolans. Start of the day, home the only wish of the group. It was a more comfortable win as far as the scoreline, but job done by the Angolans. To determine who's top of the group as top of the group, they might just the Angolans that lead away the winner of Namibia against go right down to determine who's top of the group. As a smashing start to the day, is the Angolans that lead Namibia to Seychelles go right down to the bottom. But a smashing start to the day with 5 goals scored in the opening game.
Depu did very well, and to give him what he deserves is Andile Mbenyan. Andile, do the honors for us. Depu did very well, and to give him what he deserves is Andile Mbenyan. You were very strong throughout, and you took your chances today. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Depu. You were very strong throughout, and you took your chances today.
Okay.
Parabéns do Pulo.
Primeiramente, obrigado.
Estou
feliz por conquistar esse troféu. Okay. Dizer que avançado é primeiramente obrigado ter as oportunidades. Estou feliz por continuar com essa garra que é que nos caracteriza, né? A nossa característica é sempre assim, aproveitar as continuar a lutar. E continuar com essa garra que é que nos caracteriza, né? A nossa característica é ser até o fim e continuar a lutar.
For us strikers, we need to do our chances, we need to score goals. So I'm so happy. For us strikers, we need to do our chances, we need to score goals. So I'm so happy.
And that's your strength. And one thing that I've noticed that you say for us
para os avançados, normalmente não há necessidade de sair muito da área e tu os mantiveste dentro da área e conseguiste concretizar as tuas oportunidades. Normalmente não há necessidade de sair muito da área e tu os mantiveste dentro da área e conseguiste concretizar as tuas oportunidades.
Acreditei, né? Sim, eu acho que vi adversário, né? Que vi oportunidade ficando no espaço, então foi acreditei, né? Foi fundamental me manter na área para poder fazer adversário, né? Eles deram muito espaço, então foi fundamental fundamental homem manter na área para poder fazer os dois
because our opponents they gave today it was very important to stay in the area because to analyze this our opponents they gave some space so and so happy to score today.
Congratulations,
to analyze these opportunities.
Thank you, and I will be joined by his
I'm so happy
coach.
to score today 2 goals.
Okay, then I will go with the Seychelles coach
Thank
first. Thank you, and I will be joined by his coach. That at some point you were leading. I will go with the Seychelles coach first.
Definitely, like I said before, we really wanted to win this game to keep us in the competition. Today. Unfortunately, we could not definitely our advantages. We really wanted to win this game. Hopefully, we will learn from the competition. Unfortunately, we could not maintain our advantages. But hopefully, we will learn from this defeat and prepare ourselves for our next match against Namibia.
How were you planning in the second half to stop that? Because it started from the 3 strikers that.
Actually, when we scored the second goal,
planning in the second half to
coming
stop
on us.
That? Because it
So we said, okay, boys, let's wait. Actually, when we scored the second goal, our chances did not coming on us. So we said, okay, boys, let's wait.
Next match
we'll have the spaces at the back.
That you must
our chances did not come. So hopefully we'll came in the
sure.
Next match. We always come and we always want to win
you must
a match
win.
in this competition.
For your pride too.
But what is good is that we are scoring. Sure. If we keep on scoring, come and we always want to win a match in this competition. But what is good is that we are scoring, and if we keep on scoring, definitely we will win in the near future.
And I'll also be joined by the winning coach, and we can see the goodness in your team. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jean-Louis, and I'll also be joined by the winning coach. Looking at your performance today, it has always been so near, yet so far. But today, looking at from your performance today, what a goal! It has always been so near, really yet so far. But today, that third goal from Maestro. What a goal!
But we need to really good watch for the match, for all the match, and really in the end. But we need to watch for the match, for all the match. Debated and really in the end we grow with the match. But besides, we are beginning one stage once again, part of the other players. But they need to promote for beginning one stage with the most part of the players. We talk about, we advise, they need to promote for great things. They need to experience, and sometimes we talk about, we advise, and learn with the mistakes. They need to experience. Today they need to sometimes it was to do some very good mistakes and learn with the mistakes. Other parts we need to really today learn. And to develop it was for next match. Very good part.
You say develop for the next match. One thing I liked about today, you really were pressurizing them from the onset. Depu throwing his weight in and around the box. For the next match. But one thing I liked about today, you were pressurizing them from the onset. Depu throwing his weight in and around the box.
We cannot
you were just clinical when it came to the last shot.
The draw, the 1-1. Well, we cannot suffer the player. One did a great performance. The draw, the that kind of situations is not available in high level. The player, so a great performance, but that kind of situation is not available in the high level. We must learn. So and we talk in the break, half break, but we must learn. Then the first play and of the second part, we talk in the second break, half break, and then you have a mountain to then the first play climb. Of the second part. Well, the boys the second goal. Give everything, and then you have a mountain to conquer that challenge. And this is the boys because we give everything conditions to do so much better, conquer that challenge, and this is the good part because we have conditions to do so much better.
Well, that's the results of the two teams where we saw Angola winning by 3 goals to 2 against Seychelles. Well, that's the results of the two teams where we saw Angola winning by 3 goals to 2 against Seychelles. What a goal, the last goal, the winning goal by Maestro.